Hello! Welcome back, or welcome for the first time. My name is Annie and I'm here to talk about books. Today I'm back with another tier ranking video. Today we are tier ranking mysteries and thrillers. Mystery and thrillers is at the moment my second most read genre, which is so interesting because in my head I'm thinking before I get started on this that typically thrillers and mysteries are like very middle of the pack for me. I don't have a lot of like strong negative or positive feelings about thrillers. That's what I'm thinking at least before we start this video. So we'll see if my thoughts on what I think are right. Like last time, my tiers are OMG faves, really quite good, decent, not the worst, and not the best. And the whole idea of why I'm excited to do the tier ranking, in case you missed my last video, which was tier ranking historical fiction, I almost always rate my books 3 or 4. And I'm curious, if I forced myself to rate books into all 5 categories, what a 5-star, 2-star, and 1-star in every genre would look like. So today, the first one that we're rating is The Late Show by Michael Connelly. It's been a while since I read this one. I feel like I think I did like it. After I read that one, I picked up another book by him, which I think is probably on here. Oh, I don't see it actually, but I did pick up another book by him. But he has a lot of books like connected, like the characters are connected to each other, and I do not feel invested to read all of those. But I did like this one. Apples Never Fall. I'm torn between OMG faves and Really Quite Good. Let's do Really Quite Good. I loved that one. I think it was a little long. It could have been improved by being trimmed up a little bit. Probably like this video. But I ultimately really liked that one. And I want to read more by Leanne Moriarty. Wrong Place, Wrong Time. I would say decent. That one's just not one that's gonna like stick out to me that I think about after I've read it. Again, it felt long to me. Like there was too much length for the amount of story that was happening. Murder on the Orient Express. That was really fun. I put it in Really Quite Good. Okay, Truly Devious. I have not finished this series. I'm gonna put it in not the worst. I just was bored the whole time. I've heard that after the first book, it gets better, but I don't know if I liked the first book even enough to give it a try. So we'll see. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Shoot, I'll say not the worst. It was not my favorite. I think there's like a chance that I just don't like because Truly Devious and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder are both young adult kind of mystery thriller, and maybe there's a chance it's just not my genre. Okay, The Thursday Murder Club. My first OMG faves. I love that book. I love the characters. It's a mystery set at a retirement home where like all these retirees are solving murder, and they are just so funny and cute, and I love the writing style and the humor, and it is wonderful. Finley Donovan. We're gonna say Really Quite Good. I haven't finished the series for this one either. I really liked it and I want to finish the series, though I just haven't gotten around to it. Cover Story, again, Really Quite Good. This is no surprise that most of these books are being rated 4 to me. We'll see if I'm going to have to come back and rearrange them because I have not done any not the best yet. I don't actually know how to say Hercule Poirot. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Another Agatha Christie. I'm putting this one in decent because I didn't like it as much as Murder on the Orient Express. I don't know. I was a little bored in that one. Oh, The 22 Murders of Madison May. That one is an OMG fave. I loved that one. It's like a serial killer, but instead of killing different people, he is killing the same person in different multiverses. Dial A for Aunties. We will say decent. I don't really remember a lot about that one. Didn't stick out much. Decent really is books that there's not like anything particularly good or anything particularly bad that stuck out to me. Stranger in the House. Maybe I could put that in not the best, my lowest column. I also am rethinking. I want to put A Good Girl's Guide to Murder in not the best. I might put Truly Devious in not the best either. I'm really flipping my tune. A Stranger in the House, we're going to put that in not the best. I talked about that one in my April wrap-up if you're curious about it. The Maid, we'll put that in not the worst. There were things I liked about it, things I didn't like. Actually, now that I think about it, it's decent. Sorry guys, I can't make up my mind today. The Inheritance Game. I liked that one. I'm going to say Really Quite Good. So there we go. That's a young adult book that I like. I think it's more like the thrillery ones. I don't even know if The Inheritance Game, I guess it like fits under here because it's like a mystery. I wouldn't say it's really like a thriller. But all these books, it's hard for me sometimes to differentiate between thrillers and mysteries and suspense. So this is kind of, I threw all of them in here. The Inheritance Game, really quite good. So I do like young adult sometimes. Dark Matter. I liked that. Really quite good. That's kind of a sci-fi thriller, and you'll probably see that again when I do my sci-fi tier ranking. Behind Closed Doors, I'll say not the worst. Like, storyline alone, maybe it could have been ranked higher, but I felt depressed and spooked reading it. I don't like to feel that way. His and Hers, that's another one that it's like the story alone is probably fine. I just like don't like to feel so bummed out when I'm reading books, like so depressing. The Silent Patient, I'll say decent. I was surprised by the twist. I know it's probably like not that unique of a twist, but I hadn't until I read this book come across a twist like that. Again, it made me feel depressed. So maybe it could have been ranked higher for the story, but this is why thrillers never rank highly for me, because I don't like to feel bummed out by a story. I want a story where sad things happen, but then it all comes together in a hopeful way. Like that, like hope and grief can coexist, that kind of story. Not like murder and revenge can coexist. Okay, Daisy Darker. I liked that one. I actually had a lot of fun. I read that one like the week of Halloween, and I thought it was fun. Again, it probably is depressing, but maybe because it was like so far-fetched, it didn't feel as depressing to me as some of these other ones, even though I feel like thrillers are really often far-fetched. The one, decent. The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hugo. I loved that one, and I know a lot of people say that it like drags, like it's like you repeat the same day 7 or 8 times. But like I thought it was so unique, and so I loved that. So I don't know, I would recommend it. The Last Thing He Told Me, decent. Nothing like particularly good or bad stands out to me about that one. I haven't watched the show yet. Well, I watched the first episode. I need to watch the rest. But even with the show, I'm kind of like a little bored. So Recursion, really quite good. I liked it. The Housemaid, not the best. I think part of it is I read Behind Closed Doors and The Housemaid back to back, and I feel like that was unnecessary. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I actually liked that one. I'm debating putting it in really quite good or decent. Decent. I don't really have a reason for that. To me, the ending actually felt like a little more hopeful than thriller ending typically feels to me. The Deep End, not the worst. I don't remember a lot. That's the hard thing about doing these tier rankings, is like some of these books I feel like I read so long ago, and some of them like I only read The Deep End last year, but I can't remember very much about it other than like one, like the setting wasn't utilized at all. I think it was set in like the 70s in Kansas City, and that's why I picked it up, because it was set in Kansas City. But like the Kansas City setting was not utilized, and like the 70s setting didn't really feel utilized to me. And I just felt like I didn't care about the characters, and that's another one that has like a whole series, and I just didn't care to read the series. The Golden Spoon, decent. Well, yeah, decent. Like a baking show, like it's like got very like great British baking show, or the Bake Off or whatever it's called, vibes to it, and that was a lot of fun, but the mystery itself was like pretty transparent. So yeah. A Stranger in the House. Wait, that's on here twice. We'll just, I don't know, leave it there. Anxious People, I loved that. That was my first introduction to Frederick Bachman, and I loved it. The Guest List, really quite good. I will say, like when I was reading it, I kind of was annoyed with the characters, but I liked the way that it was set up, the way that the mystery was set up, and I kind of feel like I might this summer read another Lucy Foley. Local Woman Missing, decent. Again, nothing like particularly good or bad. This is what I thought that I would feel about thrillers. There's not a lot going for or against them. I picked them up over and over again. Clearly, I've read 33 of them, and I really only started reading thrillers like a year ago. So that's like 33 in a year. And most of them I feel like are pretty forgettable and like not very uplifting. And I just really like things that are uplifting. Upgrade by Blake Crouch. I'm going to say not the worst. I ranked the other 2 Blake Crouch books on here like really quite good. Upgrade, you could skip it if you haven't read it yet, unless you like don't want to skip it. And then like I said, A Stranger in the House I've already put somewhere. I am not surprised in the least that basically 4-star and 3 stars are the most utilized category. That's what I said in the beginning. I thought that most of them were going to be 3 and 4 as everything. But I am happy to see that I was able to rank things in the 1, 4, and 5 category. Or wait, 1, 2, and 5 category. And then looks like I didn't, if there was like a series like the Richard Osman, the Thursday Murder Club, I would also rank the rest of the series in 5-star. I guess I didn't put, if I did a whole series, I didn't put it all on there. Which maybe that's why I didn't put the other Michael Connelly book. I probably didn't put it there because it's kind of a series. So let me know in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What did I do wrong? But please tell me, what did I do right? I love positive reinforcement. And let me know what genre you'd like to see next. I am thinking I'll probably do romance next, but if there's something that you'd really like to see, let me know. I'm planning to do these tier ranking videos every Monday until I run out of genres, which is probably like 6 videos. Let me know what you think. My name is Annie. This is my book collection. Thank you for watching today, and make sure you check out my other videos. I'm pretty new here, but I think I'm pretty fun.